Welcome to Shaheen Group of Institutions. Today students, we are going to discuss the 100 days strategies for NEET preparation, and we will discuss here how to revise biology. So as you know, 38 chapters in biology, and that too there are two important units from which conceptual questions in depth can be asked. One is human physiology, another one is genetics and evolution unit. So you should work more on these two units, because every year we can see the level of difficulty of questions is increasing from these two units. Genetics require lots of practice. You should have practiced all the problems on blood groups, on color blindness, pedigree analysis, even in molecular basis of inheritance also. You should know how to solve the questions of transcription, replication, translation. So it's my advice to students, so you should revise these two units at the depth, and after revising from the NCERT, practice lots of questions from these two units. There are some units which you can totally depend on the NCERT. Just revise the things from morphology, anatomy, what is given in NCERT, that is enough for those chapters. No need to practice questions from morphology, because it is a complete memory based chapter. So students, while revising, you should know which topics are very conceptual and which topics are very factual. So do more practice, solve more MCQs from conceptual topics. And after the completion of both 11th and 12th syllabus, so you should go through the 33 years questions, previous year questions, plus exemplar problems. Exemplar problem you can do objective questions, and after that whatever college material we are having, from that also whatever difficulty level of question that you have seen year long, maybe you might have marked those difficult questions, you revise once those questions also. And you should know the thinking of examiner, how examiner is preparing questions every year, how questions are framed from the reproduction unit. So examiner always think about those areas which usually students are not focusing, difficult areas. So as we know, we think biology is very easy subject, but actually what happens, 70% of the concepts are very easy, but 30% are very difficult also. So those 30% concepts, you should have clarity in that. Your concept should be crystal clear, and you should discuss. If you have doubt in pedigrees, you should discuss with your friends, and even you can bring that doubts to the teachers also. Okay. So after revising all the 38 chapters, go through the previous year questions, NCERT exemplar, and compulsory your class notes. So actually your class notes are your best friends. So revise that. All the best for your NEET preparations. Thank you.
Now 100 days remain for NEET 2021 exam. So how to prepare physics to get good score in these 100 days? First point, you have to concentrate on concepts. First you have to clear the concepts, and then you should perfect in formulas. Okay, if you read formulas number of times, then only you will get perfection in that. So when you are writing the exam for one chapter or two chapter, it is not a problem with formulas. But when you are answering the entire syllabus, so some students have a chance of missing the formulas also. So that is why focus on formulas. That is first step. Concept clear, and to make sure that formulas are perfect. The second thing you have to concentrate is that practice. So when you are practicing the questions, so you will stick on to the level of NEET while practicing the questions. For that you can see the previous year NEET questions, previous year AIMS questions, previous year's JIPMER questions, and you can go through previous year AIEEE or JEE mains questions. Okay, these are nearly in the level of NEET examination questions only, and remember you have to concentrate these type of questions, not to concentrate higher level. That is second important, and practice more number of questions, that is very important. That increases the speed, and accuracy. Okay, and every day take a self test also. Around 30 bits you can answer every day in physics. So which chapter you are reading, from that chapter you can solve 30 questions as a test. So that will improve the speed and accuracy, especially in calculations. Okay, and then third point is, so this situation, again situation is changed. Okay, most of the students are again wants to move towards their homes. In this situation, you have to utilize the time properly. Okay, so you have to create an environment properly to work for the success. Okay, if any lag is there in the working style, so definitely it will harmful to the students. So those who want to get good score. So especially in the last 100 days, so you have to give the time more for physics, especially daily at least 4 hours physics you have to provide. So 4 hours physics, 4 hours chemistry, 4 hours biology. So that will be the 12 hours working hours, apart from the regular class, 4 hours regular class teaching. So 4 hours plus this 12 hours, total 16 hours you will try every day, so that you can win the race. So otherwise, you know, lot of competition will be in the outside. So last year we think that students are not studying during this corona time, but you observe the cutoffs of every state, so that will be increased. That reason is, one reason is paper is somewhat easier, but still paper is easier, then students are reading, then only they can get marks. Even though paper easy, if students are not read well, then they cannot get marks. So that means those who are focused for medical, they are compulsory working during that whatever may be the situation. That you should remember, and you will work for that. Okay, so especially physics में certain topics like wave optics, dual nature, atoms, nuclei, semiconductors, and mechanical properties of fluids, thermal properties of matter. So such chapters you will focus NCERT also. So there are chance of theoretical questions in that. So theoretical questions, if you are done well, definitely you will get out of marks in physics. So most of the students last year made mistake in theoretical type of questions. They done all the problems well, but they made mistake in graphical questions and theoretical questions. So that is why you will focus on that points also, so that you will be perfect in physics. Okay, just reading the formulas and solving the questions may not give good result in NEET. Remember that point. So that is why focus all graphs in the textbooks, okay, and focus all the theoretical chapters well from textbook, so that you can achieve the good marks. Okay, thank you students.
Hello students, welcome to Shine Group of Institution. Today we are going to discussing 100-day strategy to score 170 plus in NEET chemistry preparation 2021. How to score what above 170 plus marks in NEET 2021. Student, remember here, mainly focus concept which are just extension of NCERT. You know students, already you know
last year onwards we are observing, the questions are every year asking now only from NCERT. So, remember students, keep in your mind, focus on mainly NCERT. Remember students, daily minimum 4 hours of chemistry you do practice. You know students, practice make man perfect. So, last year onwards we are observing every year, not only last year. From every year physical chemistry 15 to 20 questions are asking. Whenever comes to organic chemistry 14 to 18 question. Last in inorganic chemistry 12 to 18 questions are asking. Now let us discuss now important topics from last year onwards, giving questions mainly in physical chemistry. First a chemical equilibrium chapter. The second one is redox reaction, solution, and last one is electrochemistry. From last year onwards, according to previous year analysis, every year giving 50% question from those chapters. Now, whenever comes to inorganic chemistry mainly, you should focus on periodic classification of elements, S block elements, P block elements 12th and 11th class. And last you should focus on coordination compounds. Whenever comes to organic chemistry, every year 50% questions are asking from organic part, mainly focus GOC and hydrocarbon and oxygen containing organic compounds. Remember students, main priority you have to give for NCERT, you should solve the previous year questions, you should refer running notes and analysis, and you should practice test series. So, remember student, keep in your mind whatever we are explaining here, you should follow, do not waste time, keep in your mind, you should practice well. Definitely you are scoring in coming NEET exam minimum 170 plus marks. Okay student, thank you.
Which will prove that you have done so much hard work in your 2 years journey. So these are the most important 100 days. I would say these are the days when you will be giving the most number of mock test papers, and you will realize that what is your level and how you are going to improve and bring more marks in further mock tests. First of all, I would like to tell about physics. Mostly I assume that you will be having your at least 80% of your syllabus covered up till now. So I would say you start giving mock tests every 3 days from now. For physics, I would say keep revising all the formulas every week and try to give more mock tests as possible. In physics, mostly you will need concepts, and I assume you have good concepts up till now. So rely on formulas and just keep looking at what questions you are doing wrong in physics in mock test papers, and ask those doubts to your teachers, and you clear all your concepts, whatever doubts you have in these last days, because you are going to remember these things in the main exams if the questions repeat or if similar kind of questions come. So try to solve as many questions as possible. In chemistry, I would say in the last part you need to focus mainly on inorganic part, because this is a part which if you study earlier also you will forget and you need to revise it again. So if you have studied inorganic also, you need to revise it again. That's why I would recommend you study mostly inorganic part and organic part. Physical chemistry, like you do physics, keep solving questions, at least some questions daily, and keep giving mock test papers. And biology is the main section you need to focus in the last 100 days, because in biology mainly you need to remember the stuff, and there are some concepts, but mostly you need to remember everything. So biology is you need to concentrate your half of your time in biology only in the last 100 days. So biology, keep revising NCERT, read at least 2 times NCERT in last 100 days. I mean, you need not be very slow while reading NCERT, just fastly turn pages and read only the part which you have underlined earlier. So this was the main strategy I followed in last 100 days. I used to give mock test papers daily from last 100 days, but if your syllabus is not completed, I would recommend until last 60 days are left, you keep completing your syllabus and give mock tests at least once a week. But in last 50 days, at least try to give mock test regularly every 2 days, and try to score more. I wish all of you all the best, and try to secure more marks and get a good medical college and secure your future. Thank you.